When a Grammy-winning gospel singer stood at the pulpit and confessed she was battling addiction, the Christian world didn't know what to do. Most pastors stayed silent. Most church leaders looked the other way. But not this time. Pastor Creflo Dollar, one of the most influential voices in American Christianity, just broke his silence, and what he said has stunned the religious community. What he revealed about Landria Johnson's drinking habit might just change how you see both of them forever. This isn't just another gospel controversy. This is about grace, judgment, leadership, and what happens when faith and flaws collide. So sit tight, because this story gets real. Let's rewind. In 2010, a voice burst through gospel music like a divine earthquake. Landria Johnson won BET's Sunday Best, and suddenly, she wasn't just a singer, she was the voice of a generation. Anointed. Powerful. Authentic. But behind that voice was a woman fighting demons no one could see, until she made sure everyone did. In countless live streams, some of them raw, some heartbreaking, and others full of rage, Landria showed herself drinking, crying, and venting about the church's hypocrisy. She said things like, "If you're struggling with drinking, so am I. If you're struggling with addiction, so am I. I'm not going to hide it." She confessed to drinking before performances. She said she felt like she couldn't even sing without a drink. To some, it was refreshing. To others, it was disturbing. But one thing was certain. She wasn't pretending anymore. And that made people uncomfortable. As her honesty spread, the church's response was silence. Pastors didn't defend her. Gospel leaders didn't rebuke her. They said nothing. But behind the scenes? Oh, they were talking. Private calls. Closed-door meetings. Whispers in green rooms and sanctuaries. Churches pulled out of hosting her. Award shows hesitated to invite her. The same people who once praised her voice now distanced themselves from her pain. But Landria didn't stop. She went to rehab. She took breaks. She came back. And all the while, she kept singing, flawed, fragile, but still fighting. "Y'all better stop playing church," she told her followers, "and start being real." That struck a nerve. Because many people, especially younger believers, felt like she was saying what no one else dared to say. And all this time, one of the biggest voices in the Christian world, Pastor Creflo Dollar, said nothing. Not a post. Not a sermon. Not even a side comment. He watched it all unfold from his platform at World Changers Church International, with millions of online followers. But now, everything has changed. In a recent sermon, Creflo did something no one expected. He flipped the script. "You don't throw away a person because they struggle," he said. "You walk with them. You cover them. You remind them of who they are in Christ, even when they forget." Silence filled the sanctuary. He didn't name names, but everyone knew who he was talking about. Just days before, Landria had posted another emotional live stream, crying, broken, and pleading. "Stop turning my brokenness into entertainment." Creflo's sermon came at just the right, or wrong, time. And when pressed on a Christian podcast later, he didn't dodge the topic. When someone like Landria Johnson is brave enough to admit what most people hide, that's not a moment for condemnation. That's a call for the church to grow up. Boom. The response? Immediate. Some praised him. Others were furious. One bishop anonymously told a gospel blog, "We can't have leaders normalizing dysfunction." But Creflo wasn't here for that. "We're not normalizing dysfunction," he replied. "We're normalizing healing." And some healing doesn't happen in the dark, it happens in the light. That message rocked the church world. Even Andria responded. She reposted his sermon with the caption, "Finally, someone gets it." That line alone sent gospel blogs, YouTube reactions, and Facebook forums into overdrive. Was this a turning point? Was the church finally ready to stop shaming brokenness and start healing it? Now here's where it gets even deeper. Sources close to several major pastors claim Creflo's decision to speak up didn't happen in a vacuum. Reportedly, earlier this year, a private Zoom call took place between Creflo and several high-profile pastors. The topic? Damage control. They were worried. Andria's transparency was inspiring young church members to ask, if she can be real, why can't our pastor? Some leaders felt her honesty was undermining their authority. They allegedly pressured Creflo to set the record straight. Not to defend her, but to rebuke her. Instead, he did the opposite. He preached grace. He preached mercy. And he did it without shame. That reportedly cost him friendships. Some pastors stopped speaking to him. But what he gained was respect from a generation tired of religious masks. So, what did Andria do next? Did she fire back? Drop a diss track? Post another messy live? Nope. She went quiet. Then, she went deeper. In a heartfelt, tear-filled Instagram video, she said, "I know I've disappointed a lot of people. But the one person I can't disappoint anymore is myself. I'm checking into a program, not just for alcohol, but for healing. For my soul." That video? It went viral. Church members, celebrities, former critics, even secular blogs picked it up. People finally saw not just her pain, but her fight. So what does all this mean? What does it mean when a gospel star gets real about addiction? And a pastor known for prosperity talks about pain? It means the church is changing. Creflo's message might not have pleased everyone. But it struck at the core of what many Christians feel. The pressure to be perfect in public, while falling apart in private. The truth is, the church is full of broken people pretending they're not. Andria stopped pretending. And Creflo chose to cover, not condemn. So now we ask you, is this the start of a new era in the church? One where honesty is met with healing? Where leaders admit they're human? Or will the old guard push back harder than ever before? Let us know in the comments, because this conversation isn't over. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you believe grace should be louder than gossip. And remember this: falling doesn't make you faithless. Staying down does. But Andria? She's rising. And this time, she's not alone.